The two-lane road through central Georgia's Hancock County gives away the area's history. Here, along Warren Chapel Road, is an African-American community connected by stories, family cemeteries, and plots of land that, for some, go back generations. Twice a month, neighbors, relatives, and former residents gather at Warren Chapel AME Church to worship and reconnect. The church, located on this property for more than 150 years, stands as a reminder of members' connection to this rural part of Georgia. But another connection is the land itself. The Warren family, for whom the road and church are named, are among the landowners in the area. And owning land in this part of Georgia comes with some decisions to make. In particular, how to manage it and how to keep it for future generations. That's the puzzle faced by 68-year-old James Grable, who is part owner of about 200 acres purchased by his grandfather decades ago.
My grandfather, which is my mother's daddy, my mother's father purchased the property years ago.
Okay.
So I do know that's how it came into the family.
Okay.
He passed away, I forget what year, I think 76 or somewhere. When he passed away, he passed it on to my mother. And she had one other sister and one brother, and both of them passed.
When multiple family owners can make a claim to the land, the property is known as Ayers Property. In a best-case scenario, family members work together to manage the land and make it profitable. But in many cases, there are many other property owners in the family with conflicting ideas about the land and its use. With land ownership comes power, which is why some church members have been working with researchers and outreach professionals at the University of Georgia Warnell School of Forestry and Natural Resources to learn the best ways to manage their land, sort out heirs property issues, and make their land work for them. Often it's their history with the land that makes it so valuable. Hopefully, with additional resources, landowners will be able to reap even more benefits from owning forest land. 82-year-old Walter Collins purchased about 230 acres from a timber company several years ago. He saw the property as an investment and planned to grow more timber. But the land also carries a personal connection.
Well, it started about 1826. There was a slave ship that landed in South Carolina. And on that slave ship was a mother, father, and a baby daughter. And a long story short, the slaves were sold. The father was sold to one plantation, the mother and daughter sold to another plantation. And the plantation that she was sold to, was Hancock County, was located here in Hancock County. And that lady and her daughter is my great-great-great-grandmother.
While Collins didn't grow up in Hancock County, he learned the family story from his great-grandmother, who lived with his family while he was growing up. She was the granddaughter of the baby on the ship.
So she was able to pass that history down to me verbally. And so at some point I wrote briefly about what she had said. And she passed away in 1979 at somewhere between 112 and 114 years old. And so all of her descendants, I gave them a brief history of our history in what my great-grandmother had laid to me.
Now Collins, Grable, and thousands of other African-American landowners across Georgia are determined to contribute to the forest industry through the use of their land. And they, like many other forest landowners around the state, want to create a legacy for their families through trees.
And I've always been connected to land because I know that land is where it gives birth to trees, plants, and gardening is my hobby.